A nighttime view of the Miami sign here in South Beach. Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Miami Heat will be looking to make a statement. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one is Mario Chalmers.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. When he can play off of his teammates and find openings on the perimeter, just catch and shoot. Got a quick release, beautiful stroke.
He does such a nice job of getting himself squared up and in perfect position before the ball gets there, preparing before the pass. Well, when you have the best record in the league, you're going to be the most dominant, one of the most dominant teams at home. The Heat just destroyed people down in Miami, and only the Denver Nuggets had more wins at home than the Heat did.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Bosch passes to James. Haslem a screen. James with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Haslem, and it's blocked by Kobe. Out to get it back. And stolen by Kaman. Nash against Wade. Nash outside. Young outside. And that one comes up a bit short. And how crazy is that from the Heat to win as many games as they did last season, but still be second in the league in home wins? Still, we're far and away #1 at home in the East.
Well, yeah, the Knicks were the closest to a team in the East, but they still had 6 fewer wins at home than Miami. But the Heat really just did what they had to do to put themselves in position to go on to their second NBA title in a row.
And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. And now Chalmers running the floor all by himself.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by James. Nash dishes to Bryant. Lock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Now, here's Chalmers. Kicks it out to James. Shoots from the corner. That one a little long.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
And Doris Burke spoke with Mike D'Antoni. Doris?
We talked about the strategy as it applies to D-Wade. He said Dwayne can score at will when he gets into a rhythm. So our job is going to be prevent him from getting into that rhythm in the first place. Because if we can't do that, the points will just pile up. Most opponents are completely aware of that, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Kaman gave up his old caveman look, guys, but he's still an intimidating presence in the post. Good size and strength and doesn't really get pushed around. Also excellent timing when it comes to shot blocking.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Chris Kaman skilled offensively. Ambidextrous, finishing inside, and a good mid-range shooter.
Yeah, I think he's really good offensively. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough to handle. I mean, the question mark with him is defensively. You know, his weak side rotations can be late. He's never really been, you know, a center that you kind of solidify your defense around.
Both free throws good from Kaman.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season. I think it surprised most of us. You know, some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So difficult season for the Lakers.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And finished off by LeBron.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season. When injury struck, they didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yep. You know, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happen, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting five. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
And Bryant kicks to Young. Kaman, a screen on James. Kaman inside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
And he makes the first. And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about 2 former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these 2 teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing
I
between
think
those
you're
two.
right. A good one brewing.
And here's Kobe after LeBron James hitting the 3. Kaman sets a screen for Kobe. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Bryant's got 6 points.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. The Heat shooting their first free throw this game.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throw.
That's good from Wade. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Nash against Chalmers. Good looking screen by Gasol. Here's Young. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Wade passes to Bosh. Bosh gets a screen from Wade. Haslam a screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Shane Battier is checked in for Miami. Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Hill sets the screen for Kobe. No good. Some solid defense from Battier. Bosh, a screen on Gasol. LeBron with it. Gasol covering. Battier cannot hit.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Wade against Kobe. Dishes to Hill. Stolen by Bosh. On the wing, James. He's got 5. Ron right side. It's deflected. Wade against Nash. Here's Bosh. And Hill with the block. Now here's Nash. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Wade. Inside to Bosh. And he gets it to go.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Kobe with it, and Bosh picks him up defensively. Kobe goes in. Nash outside. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. LeBron is running, and Wade slams it in.
Hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Here is Bryant. He has 6. Now the pass to Hill. He feeds it to Gasol. Shoots from the right block. Chris Bosh with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. LeBron right side. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Kicks to Young. Gasol up top. Feeds it to Hill. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Young, good. The assist goes to Hill.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. James dishes to Bosh. Young against James. Bosh with the bucket. Bosh has got 6 points.
Well, you know, with LeBron James as the main post threat on Miami, the outside shooting touch of Chris Bosh fits perfectly to help them space the floor, and he continues to expand his range.
Now here's Nash. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hill kicks to Kobe. That's good. You talk about Bosh in his shooting range. He's trying to develop a reliable three-point shot as well.
Well, it's happened. In the playoffs last year, he shot a lot of threes. It's kind of a function of the Miami offense, trying to provide floor spacing for LeBron and Wade. But in some ways, it takes Bosh away from what's made him good, too, the slashing and the ability to score around the basket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
And the basket by Hill.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Now here's Bosh. 6 points for him. Wade passes to James. Shot from the top of the key. A second chance effort, and Bosh with the layup. Bosh has got 8 points.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
And the Lakers call time here. And the Lakers with some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Young. Blake comes in for Bryant. And it's Farmar in for Nash. Gasol, a screen on Allen. The feed to Farmar. For the 3. Rebound by the Heat. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Lets it fly from 18. Battier missing again. Lakers trail by 6. Blake kicks to Johnson.
Oh, man, what a play.
There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Here's LeBron after the basket by the Lakers. James gets the screen from Anderson. Battier missing again.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
It's Hill on the wing. Here's Farmar, defended by Allen. Fires the 3, and he knocks it down. Good-looking 3 there from Farmar. And now just a 1-point Miami lead. Cole dishes to LeBron. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
You know, it's always fun to play the hypothetical game with players. One with LeBron is just how good is he? Like, would he be able to go deep in March Madness playing with a good high school team? That might not be as ridiculous as you think.
It's his first trip to the line.
Now, last season he made good on about 3 of every 4 free throws, almost exactly 75%.
Free throw good, LeBron. And Clark, you talked about LeBron on the college level. He looks like he's playing against college players, you know, Steve, with his strength and his size.
Well, he can do everything. No matter what you ask of him on the floor, he can do it. He can play point guard. He can play power forward. And defensively, I mean, how about last year during the playoffs? 1 minute he's guarding David West. In the next series, he's guarding Tony Parker. So the versatility is just incredible.
Off the charts, you're right. And both free throws good for LeBron.
You know, last year, LeBron said that he was at his peak as a player, both physically and spiritually. You could see it in his eyes, just so confident. Even when things aren't going well, he now has the fortitude to make his way through that and continue to play and finish the game.
That's good from Kaman on the assist by Johnson. 6 points for Chris Kaman.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
James against Johnson. 13 feet away. LeBron with the bucket. James has got 11 points. Well, when you think about the level that LeBron is playing at right now, Clark, do you think he still has room to improve his game?
I think it's just a matter of his experience and picking and choosing his spots. I think his skill set is fantastic, and it's just a matter of staying the course. I don't see much improvement there. He's a terrific shooter from the 3 and inside the line. He drives it, makes his free throws, passes the ball, rebounds, defends. He wants to be in that 50, 40, 90 club on his shooting percentages, and I think he'll make it happen.
I know he's still working with Ray Allen on the free throw shooting, too.
Yeah.
Here's Blake. Chris Kaman making his last shot. Blake passes to Hill. Over to the left wing. That's tipped. It's stolen by Allen. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. LeBron kicks to Cole. To the inside. Anderson dishes to Cole. Pass to Allen. He kicks to Anderson. Back to Allen. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Heat lead by 3.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Miami ahead, leading by 3. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Boy, guys, their play in the low post has been excellent right off the bat.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
So for the Lakers right now, Johnson is out there with Hill, and it's Steve Blake, then there's Farmar, and it's Kaman in at the center. Shot clock at 6, and the basket by Blake.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Wade kicks to Haslam. Allen outside. To the paint. A nice shot by Anderson.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's Farmar. He dishes it to Blake. Passes it to King. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
One quality of his that really stands out is his skill as a screen setter in the pick and roll. Actually, he's good on both ends of that play, but I really like putting him in that situation.
And Steve, you know, being a good finisher in the pick and roll requires timing and athleticism, and he's got both.
He's off on the first.
What a game we've seen here for Kaman. He has 8 points and 2 steals.
Some changes for the Lakers. Gasol comes in for Hill. Young is subbed in for Wesley Johnson. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Chris Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
Nash up on top, defended by Chalmers. Nash, the pass to Keenan. Back to Nash. Takes it off the glass. Nash has got his first basket. And for Bosh, playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls, and you know the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller, and Bosh can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for any lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
Gasol. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey, gentlemen. Well, part of the Lakers' struggles last year was that they were constructed like an all-star team. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, quote, "Have you ever watched an all-star game? It's god-awful because everybody gets the ball, they go one-on-one, and then they play no defense. That's our team. That's us." Having a pecking order with all their big players was something he wanted to instill on their Lakers roster. We'll see if they can do a better job of adhering to that this time around, guys.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? That's the balancing act, isn't it, Doris? Share the ball, but get it into the hands of your scorers. No good on that one.
You know, offensively last season, guys, the Lakers just never seemed to be able to get out of their own way. I mean, they had the worst turnover ratio in the league, and they really struggled to take care of the ball. And even when they got up a shot, a lot of them were questionable shots. They shot the 3rd most threes in the league, but were in the bottom half of the league in percentage.
And he sinks the second. And going back to the Lakers' offensive troubles last season, the worst free throw percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
And obviously that's attributed directly to Dwight Howard. I mean, because the Lakers also led the league in free throw attempts. So Howard was getting hacked. He really couldn't get it going. He made about half his free throws for the season. And that just really carried over into the team's performance.
Wade against Young. Wade dishes to Bosh. Wade gets to Chalmers. Wade on the wing, defended by Bryant. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Nash with it. Now guarded by Chalmers. Shots good from Young.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Chalmers passed to Wade. Wade gets a screen from Hazard. Bosh, the screen. Wade with it, and Kaman picks him up defensively. 6 on the shot clock. Wade against Gasol. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 4 this quarter.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
Gasol setting the pick for Nash. Outside Bryant. Right side, Kobe. No good. Excellent D there from Haslem. The Heat leading by 4. Bosch, a screen on Bryant. The drive by Wade. Can't hit from in close.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
Bryant with it. Now guarded by Chalmers. Nash can't get it to go. The Heat have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And the basket by Chalmers. And it's a 6-point Miami lead. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Nash kicks to Bryant. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni had to say to his team. He mentioned the need for more use of the pick and roll. It's a basic component of their offense that he said he hasn't seen nearly enough of. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra. As a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart, Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Tries to save it. Nash against Allen. Second chance shot. They get the rebound. Wade gets the bucket.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Gasol dishes to Young. Pass to Kaman. No good. Bosch with some nice D. Gasol's shot is good.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Wade with it. 13 points in the game. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Los Angeles making a switch here. The drive by James. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Chalmers against Nash. And here is Bryant. 10 points for him. The dish to Nash. Wade with the block. To the left wing. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Dishes it to Bosch. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
They've got to bring the double team on him.
Yeah, I would have expected to see that already, Mark.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Free throw good. Bosch.
So much of what ailed the Lakers could be traced to the lack of defensive presence. It really came to a head when Magic Johnson, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, called them out about looking to play Showtime offense while not paying attention to solid defense.
Bosh sets the pick for James. And there's the pass to Chalmers. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Nash kicks to Kobe. Right side Gasol. Chalmers against Nash. Just 5 on the clock. Floats one. Rebound by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And going back to what Clark said, they didn't actually try to run that much based on tempo, more than what they might have been used to, certainly, Steve, but the D was a concern in a major way.
Well, it was really more about teams running wild on them instead of the other way around. You look at the Laker personnel, big front line last year with Howard and Gasol. The transition defense wasn't quite there. You throw in the injuries. They were never able to find that balance between good offense and solid defense.
And it's Wade penetrating. He feeds it to Bosh. LeBron outside. Bosh, a screen on Young. LeBron against Young. LeBron kicks to Bosh. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Bosh has got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat. Kobe against Wade. On the wing, Bryant. 10 points for him. Kicks it to Hill. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. So they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Wade drives in. And there's Battier. That's good on the assist by Wade. Battier's got his second bucket.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Lakers trail by 12. Now Bryant. Young sets a screen for Nash. Back to Bryant. And the rejection by Battier.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. The rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Outside, Kobe. We've got 1:28 left now here in the second. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, it's without question Kobe Bryant is always going to be known as one of the great scorers in the history of the game. But for the kids watching at home, it is really worth reminding you of this. He can do it all. He's fundamentally sound in all aspects of the game. He defends, he rebounds, he passes. To be one of the true greats, you can't just focus on one thing. You need to be able to do a little bit of everything and do it all well.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And for Kobe Bryant last season, right at the top among shooting guards and rebounds and assists.
And despite his workload offensively, he's a very good defender, too, especially on the ball. He's been all defense 9 times on that first team. 12 all-defense selections overall in his career, tied with Kevin Garnett for the all-time lead in both categories.
And Kobe drops them both.
Last year, Kobe Bryant became the youngest player ever to get to 30,000 points in an NBA career. What an accomplishment. It just goes to show what a special talent he has been ever since he arrived in this league. He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Here's Farmar. 59 seconds left in the first half. The open shot, Kobe. That's good from 17 feet away. Kobe's got 14. And Steve, you talk about Kobe with 30,000 points. He's one of 5 players, certainly in NBA history, to score that many in a career. And Clark, when you think about Kobe in the landscape of the NBA, all the great players they've had, truly amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And part of me wants to think that if he really wanted the all-time scoring crown, he might be able to get there. But for him, as he said, it's all about rings and playing at the highest level.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Rejected by Battier, but they recover it. Another shot. Miami grabs the miss.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Feeds to James. Here's Anderson. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
And so we wrap up the first half. Heat lead by 14. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Coach, LeBron obviously having a tremendous game so far. What is key to his ability to take over a game?
You know, it was probably a myriad of things, but you know, his ability to sustain that. You know, he came out with great force and got us off on the right note. Now we have to keep it going.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Damon Bruce here with you for the halftime show. Miami up on top against the Lakers. They're really working that ball around, doing a nice job keeping the D off balance. For D Wade, things are certainly going his way against the Lakers. Shooting nearly 70% so far, a gaudy shooting percentage, the envy of everybody playing tonight. For the Lakers, they haven't been as good early on. They're getting crushed on the glass. They better stiffen that upper lip, find a way to get it done. We've seen Kobe in top form. He's up to 14 points, and so far, he's done a great job playing lockdown D. And that does it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for joining me. And now, back out to Kevin and the gang.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Miami, Haslam and Bosh up front. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. And it's Chalmers in at the point guard position. James outside. The feed to Wade. Pass to Bosh. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Chalmers against Nash. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Now an appropriate time as we get a chance to look at the all-time list for assist average. Some Hall of Fame point guards for sure. Magic and Stockton, the Big O, Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, Chris Paul right up there. You know, it surprises me how few players have averaged near double-digit assists. It's just not something you take for granted.
And he recovers it. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Pretty good performance from the free throw line last season. He was about 84% from the line.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
The first one falls.
You know, part of being a championship team is having the talent first and foremost, but then managing the minutes of that talent. The Heat, I thought, did a nice job monitoring the minutes of the big three throughout the season and playoffs last year.
And Kobe drops them both. Well, as you said, Clark, the big three in their prime, but really you want them to just get their work in during the season, not exhaust themselves before they make it to the playoffs.
I thought, Kevin, along those lines, I thought by the end of last season, Miami was exhausted. And once you try to win a third title in a row, the emotional fatigue and exhaustion really becomes a factor. So this is going to be interesting to watch all year.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, gentlemen, head coach Erik Spoelstra of the Miami Heat finally getting the respect he deserves now with their multiple championships. But his players, not afraid to rib him a little. Dwayne Wade said Spoelstra's favorite word, focus. He said, here's what it sounds like to play for my coach. Come on, guys, we have to focus. Next game. Come on, guys, it's about focus. Game 82. Guys, it's about focus. Kevin, it's all about that consistent message, right?
A steady hand, Doris. The players seem to really appreciate him.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Mario Chalmers. He's got 10 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And those steals are all the evidence you need of just how high his basketball IQ is. He really sees the floor well defensively.
Good on the second free throw.
Hey, last season Chalmers missed a game-winning shot. That happens to a lot of guys in this league, but what he did the next game is of note. He made 10 threes, and arguably his best game ever, as he set a Miami Heat team record for makes beyond the arc.
Kamen's shot is good.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
James kicks to Haslem. To the wing on the left. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. And Mario Chalmers grew up in Alaska. Not too many NBA players hailing from up there, taken with the 34th pick back in 08.
He's played his entire career with the Heat, and really it was a perfect situation for him when LeBron arrived because he's a kind of a combo guard. He plays the point, but he's an excellent spot-up shooter. So he can play off of LeBron and Wade quite well.
And the basket by Wade.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Here's Nash. And he gets it to go.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Now here's Wade. He's got 15. LeBron James on the wing from 15 feet away. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3 even before that miss.
That drops. And that's now 18 points for Kobe Bryant.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Timeout called the Heat. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. LeBron with it. Gasol covering. James, the pass to Haslem. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Kaman. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. The lead now in single digits. And that's 20 points for Kobe Bryant.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Erik Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He'd like them to better establish the transition game, to pick up the tempo and put pressure on the defense in the open floor. He was also adamant that they can take advantage of this defense with the use of solid ball screens in the pick and roll game. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Nash. And the shot is long.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Chalmers dishes to Wade. He kicks to Haslam. James gets the screen from Haslam. Shot clock at 6. He used that pick to perfection. And that's 17 points for LeBron.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Gasol with it. Now guarded by Haslam. And Bryant kicks to Kaman, and it's blocked by Bosh. LeBron with it. Gasol covering. James against Young. A shot by LeBron, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Young kicks to Gasol. And it's blocked by Bosh. Bosh, that's the pick for Chalmers. Pass to LeBron. Back to Chalmers. Lets the three fly. Second shot opportunity. And there's a sweet move to the rack on the lay-in from Haslam. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for Miami.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
And Steve, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Allen's checked in for Miami. And so it's the Lakers with it. 15-point game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Young. Good. Young's got 9.
Oh, what a great play. Just schooled the defender right back on his heels on that one.
The Heat have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Bosh, a screen on Nash. Haslam up top, defended by Gasol. And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. Three-pointer. Good defensive work there by Young.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Johnson comes in for Bryant. Johnson against Allen. Johnson kicks to Young. Young, right side. And he gets it to go.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
James in the post. Young's there. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really not hard to argue that Ray Allen is one of the greatest shooters of all time, but with his ability to stay healthy and still contribute, how much longer can he play? I mean, that shot isn't going away anytime soon, fellas.
You talk about the longevity of Ray Allen. He's had some ankle and foot injuries over his career, but his conditioning, Steve, has never been a question.
Never. And his style of play, where he runs defenders around, coming off screens, demands that kind of fitness, both from him and, of course, whoever's guarding him as well.
You know, he's been the star of movies before, but Ray Allen recently shared some of his plans for what he'll do after basketball. First thing on his list is to get back in front of the camera and resume his acting career.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And for Ray Allen, now 38 years of age, interesting to see how much longer.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Pass to Young. The kick out to Hill. He dishes it to Nash. Nash gets a screen from Hill. Clock at 6. Stolen by Allen. LeBron with it. He's got 17. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Johnson against Allen. Johnson, the pass to Hill. Fader on the way. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
James dishes to Allen. Out to the wing. And Chalmers kicks to Anderson. Hill pulls it in. Lakers trail by 12. Nash outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. And stolen by Chalmers. The finish. And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. Right? They have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
This all setting the pick for Nash. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and the whistle is blown in the play as he was fouled in the act of shooting. Wasn't sure we were going to see a call there, but the officials saw the contact and 2 free throws.
You know, people look at Steve Nash, guys, and I don't know if they automatically think tremendous athlete, but he is. He's a different type of tremendous athlete. He's not going to blind you or amaze you with his running and jumping ability, but it's his agility, his coordination, his balance, the fact that he's ambidextrous, not only with his hands, but with his feet. I mean, he's equally balanced, going either way with the ball or on his pivots. And he attributes a lot of that to playing soccer and ice hockey as a youth.
Steve Blake's checked in for Pau Gasol. He hits both from the stripe.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Here's James. He trains the turnaround jump shot. LeBron's got 8 here in the quarter. And for Nash, his great agility really helps him on the offensive side, certainly. And a change of speed and direction, and shifting all over the floor. He can keep defenders off balance. Always has been able to do that.
Yeah, but defensively is where he's suffered here the last couple of seasons, just losing a little bit as he's aged. But, you know, a smart player and understands how to survive defensively out on the floor.
And the basket by Blake.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And you've got to respect his willingness to give up his body. Step in, absorb the contact, and put his body on the line to draw charge. That's definitely one of his specials.
LeBron passes to Cole. Back to James. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
The first free throw is good. You talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark. One of the marquee franchises, certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but You can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredient that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Lakers trail by 13. Inside, here's Farmar. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist. Farmar's got 5 points so far.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Allen kicks to Anderson. And he pings it home with one hand.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Johnson's shot is off.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Allen dishes to Anderson. Goes up again. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Blake, that's for 2. Here's Hill. The shot is off. The Heat leading by 15. The drive by James. On the wing, Battier with the shot. Rebound the Lakers. Hill's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the dish to Johnson. Blake for 3. Shot is off. And it's Miami the other way. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
It's so tough to see a player go down with an injury like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. It's just one of those things, though. You've seen it happen before as well. And you can tell whatever it is painful for him.
And the Heat making a change here. Wade's checked in. .44 seconds left in the third quarter. LeBron kicks to Wade. To the inside. Anderson. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Anderson's got 12 points in the game.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
And it's Kaman missing.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. The Heat have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. That free throw missing. The Heat making a switch here. And the second free throw, good. Here's Farmar. He's guarded by Cole. Farmar, no good.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Heat. They lead by 18. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
All right.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Miami leading by 18. So for the Lakers right now, inside the 7-footers, Gasol and Kaman. In the backcourt, Steve Blake and Kobe Bryant. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Heat.
Had so much space there. The defense really not showing him the respect. You can see his eyes get wide.
Here's Johnson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, the hope was that a change of scenery and a chance to run up and down the wings would be just what was needed to get Wesley Johnson going in the NBA, but it just didn't happen for him last season.
And for Wes Johnson, the 4th overall pick back in 2010 out of Syracuse, he just hasn't been able, Steve, to break through.
Yeah, you wonder why, because he's got great size and athleticism, beautiful shooting stroke, and yet the shooting numbers just aren't there. So I thought he would be better coming into this league, but we'll see if he's able to develop and find a niche somewhere.
And Johnson drops them both. Here's Wade. This is Bosh. The pass to Cole. Bryant against LeBron. He feeds it to Cole. Takes the 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 8th assist in the game.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Blake kicks to Kaman. Soft touch off the glass.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The Heat leading by 19 points. Feeds it to Cole. Cole off the pick from James. Here's Cole, guarded by Blake. 5 to shoot. Puts up the baby hook. And LeBron with the nice bucket inside. James has got 13 points here in the second half alone. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now let's check in with our Doris Burke to see how Shane Battier's doing.
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. Losing a player like him in the meat of the season is tough for any side, and their depth will be tested during this time frame.
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. And unfortunately, you can't afford to dwell on it. I mean, you got to come up with another plan and move forward.
And that's not easy to do, guys, because it's very emotional for everybody on the team to see him go down. But you're right, Clark. I mean, they've got to figure it out and move on.
And Cole kicks to Bosh. LeBron outside. No good. Good D by Johnson. Lakers trail by 21. Came in a screen on Wade. Kobe with the bucket.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And the Heat call time here. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He talked about their postgame, saying, we've got this defense stretched out, and if we can make solid entry passes into the low block, the points will come. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Lakers trail by 19. Nash kicks to Gasol. And there's the feed to Kaman, and he gets it to go.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Chalmers off the pick from Bosch. Chalmers against Nash. Chalmers passes to Bosch. Now here's Chalmers. He's guarded closely. And that one's good. The Heat lead by 19.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Nash dishes to Bryant. A floater, and it's good on the layup. Bryant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a finish with that hoop.
Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Bosch sets the pick for Wade. Rebound by Kobe. Bryant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight, and he gets it to go. Kobe's got 26.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
LeBron kicks to Haslam. James a screen on Gasol. Goes up on the wing. Misses off the right iron.
You gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Chalmers against Nash. Here's Kobe. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. James the pass to Haslam. Here's Wade. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Nash against Chalmers. Now here's Nash. Defense is right there, and it's good.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
And here is James. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. Young against LeBron. Wade outside. Back to LeBron. It's stolen by Bryant. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Nash with it. He's picked up by LeBron. A shot by Young. Cans the shot with nobody near him. The Heat leading by 13. Now Wade. Wade double team. LeBron dishes to Bosch. The drive by James kicks it to Chalmers. Just 4 to shoot. Haslam, that's good. Here is Bryant. And that is good. Bryant's got 28.
Well, he's a really difficult cover because if he gets anywhere near the rim, he can finish. Great strength, the ability to convert in the lane. Boy, that's tough to defend.
And applies even if he has to absorb contact getting to the rim.
Wade with it, guarded now by Nash. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wade. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wade seems to be slowing down just a touch, and the difficulty as you get older when you're not a great jump shooter, which Wade is not, is that the defenses will back off you. And that's the big challenge now for Dwayne Wade, adjusting to that newer style of defense that he's going to be looking at.
And the first one at the line is good. And Steve, you go back to the strong output for Dwayne Wade last season for the 4th time. In his career, he averaged over 20 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists a game. Clark, one of only 4 players in the league last season to hit that mark.
And Kevin, he led all shooting guards in player efficiency rating for the 5th consecutive season. Some might argue, but the numbers speak truth. He's the best shooting guard in the game.
Nash gets a screen from Bryant. Nash kicks to Gasol. Bryant in the post, defended by Chalmers. And Young, here we go. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
LeBron with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Wade passes to James. Fires, high post, good on the jump shot. LeBron's got 17 now, just in the second half.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Kobe dishes to Gasol. Pass to Nash. He kicks it to Kaman. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. 18 points for Chris Kaman.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Chalmers off the pick from Haslem. And Chalmers kicks to James. Offline with his three. Lakers trail by 13. Kobe the pass to Nash. Passes to Keeman. And it's blocked by Bosh. Wade against Young. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession.
I tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
And Los Angeles guys shooting percentage 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Nash against Chalmers. Here's Gasol. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I think he's been kind of passive today. And you know, maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
Wade dishes to Chalmers. Bosh a screen on Nash. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. LeBron outside. Wide open look. And that one's good. James has got 8 here in the quarter.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, we don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug. Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Nash the pass to King. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Mario Chalmers picks one up.
Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare. Then the Pacers really took them deep all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
And he can't get the first one. And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against him. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7. It came down to LeBron James' brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier.
Bryant drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bryant's got 30 points.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Wade with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Here's LeBron. Here's Bosh. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, they've really won the battle of the boards in this one, Kevin.
Kobe goes in. Came in the high post. Stolen by Bosh. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. LeBron dishes to Wade. Here's the pass to Haslem. Rejected by Gasol. Nash against Bosch. Outside for Kobe. Jacks up a three. Bosch grabs the miss. Miami leading by 14. Pass to Chalmers. They double him with Kaman. The drive by Wade. He dishes it to Bosch. Good D by Gasol. And Los Angeles guys shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch.
And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Heat.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
You always need role players to step up and help, and that was the case here as everything was working for LeBron. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long. And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Pulls up, and Young with the basket on the assist by Kaman. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Wade outside. Out left to the wing. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron fans obviously love seeing both you and Kobe on the floor out there competing. What does it mean to you in a game like tonight?
It means a lot to go against him. That's somebody I idolized when I was in high school, and to be on the same floor with him, 2 times a year, it's great. He's one of the best of all time, still one of the best in this league today, and it's always good going to get someone that you know is going to compete every possession.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.